like I was going to be the starter. And then when, Castro had to sit out the Michigan State game, I wasn't even fazed because I knew that I'd been preparing for that moment.
What's Phil's message to you guys as a kind of a new group? What does he say to you guys when you start spring?
I'll say his biggest message is just to be focused on improvement, and just try and get better each and every day and try not to have repeat errors. And I think the biggest thing for him is just for us, especially as a defense, as a back end, is just trying to eliminate the explosive plays and things like that.
Any kind of particular aspect of your game that you've been especially focused on improving this spring?
I think I've been trying to focus on kind of like my technique at the line of scrimmage and my press work when I'm in man coverage and things like that. I think that's something that I struggled at a lot last season. That's something I need to focus on.
We know about you and Xavier and Zach Lutmer. Who else behind you guys do you feel like has kind of been standing out?
Yeah, I think guys like Cale Kolarek, he's been standing out. Guys like Watts McBride, Jalen Watson, Shad. I think the whole back end is taking strides, and even guys on the linebacker group like Jaden Montgomery, all those guys are just making strides and getting better. And that's kind of what we all got to do. We all just got to continue to get better each and every practice, and just be focused on improvement. How can we be better than we were the last practice?
Koen, I know you missed that spring, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
What's it like to be back and actually have a full spring?
Yeah. No, it's awesome. It's awesome just to be out there and to just get the reps and get the practice. I think the biggest thing about just practicing is just the reps, and to the point where it feels like it's subconscious and second nature. So I think that's just the biggest thing, is just getting the reps and stuff like that, and getting comfortable and building the chemistry with the guys you're going to be working with on Saturdays.
Where do you feel like you grew the most kind of throughout last year?
I think I grew a lot mentally. I think I was just able to take a step back and look at what are ways that I could put our defense in better situations. I think sometimes, especially with our defense, you may put yourself in a good situation, but you may put, maybe someone else might be compromised, or you may be putting a lot of pressure on them. And it's how can I balance it, and where I make, everybody's life a little bit easier, so you can ultimately defeat the offense and get off the field.
Do people still bring up that play from the 2023 Big Ten championship game?
Yeah. Some people back at home joke about it, but I kind of just, I kind of want to play Michigan again, hopefully, and get back the right way. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
You and Deshaun get the rep from Michigan in the state and the east side. What does that mean to you guys, the pipeline of the Desmond King legacy and everything that's come out of the Detroit area?
Yeah, I just think just playing defense for Iowa is just a tremendous honor. And, I'm just trying to just uphold the standard, that's been laid before me, and things like Desmond King and guys like that, just uphold that standard and just continue to just pass the torch on to the next guy. So I think it's a tremendous opportunity and a tremendous honor, and we just got to continue to just keep putting on for Michigan.
What's the biggest thing you've learned from X in the last couple of years, getting to watch him, and now you get to line up next to him?
Yeah, some things I've just learned from him is just his preparation and things like that, and how to practice. Yeah, definitely.
Koen, I'm sure you've been asked this already, but the movement with the defensive backs, I know Xavier's at free, you're at strong now. Well, I guess strong and cash. I guess what's that looking like for you?
Yeah. No, it's definitely mentally straining sometimes, but that's good. It's good. It's a great opportunity to learn the defense from new perspectives and kind of just get a feel for how our defense works conceptually. And I think it's just going to make us, a great defense in the fall, things like that.
What have you seen from Xavier? I mean, he's been at strong the last 2 years, moving over to free.
Yeah, no, I think he's just made a great transition. It's funny because when we first came in, sometimes I would play strong and he'd play free, and it's just funny, just full circle. We were getting reps our freshman year on just the developmental field and things like that. So it's cool just that we're flip-flopping, and it kind of just shows our versatility and things like that.
Obviously you played last year, special teams, stuff like that, but you still kind of had to wait your turn. Mm-hmm. Pretty excited to get the opportunity to be a full-time starter? Yeah, no,
I'm definitely excited. Who knows if I'm going to be starting. The season's a long ways away. But, I'm just excited for the opportunity to compete, but right now it's all about just getting better and things like that. And I'm just trying to just empower and motivate all the guys in the DB room. Like, how can we all just get better together, and how fast can we grow, and how can we just get as better as we can as fast as possible.
So are you switching back and forth with Zach at the cash and the strong? Or what's
so
that look
I'll
like?
sometimes play – it depends. Sometimes I play strong, sometimes I'll play free, sometimes I'll play cash, and then he kind of does the same thing. It just depends. I don't know. That's the coach's decision. They just tell me when I'm in, and I just go out there,
I feel like Phil's talked about it takes like a year and a half to really get the system down, to be past that mark, juggling 3 different responsibilities, it sounds like. Have you felt moments over the last year or so like things clicking and feeling like you're really
I think the biggest thing was when I was hurt, the defense was starting to click for me for sure right before I got hurt, and then just being when I was injured, I would just take a step back. I think the defense started slowing down for me, and now I'm more of thinking like, what is the offense trying to do to our defense, and how are they trying to beat us and things like that.
I'm curious about something you shared with Deshaun